Could the key to preventing a heart attack be hiding in your kitchen? Most people don't realize that certain vegetables can lower blood pressure, clear arteries, and reduce heart disease risk. But which ones work best? Stick around as we break down the top heart-saving veggies you need to add to your plate today. Number 1. The power of leafy greens. When it comes to heart health, leafy greens are absolute superstars. But don't just take my word for it. Science backs it up. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and powerful plant compounds that directly support your heart and arteries. One of the biggest reasons leafy greens are so effective? Their high nitrate content. Now, nitrates might sound like something you'd want to avoid, but the kind found in vegetables actually helps relax blood vessels, improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. Studies have shown that people who eat nitrate-rich greens regularly have better artery function and a lower risk of heart disease. In fact, one study found that eating just one serving of leafy greens per day could lower the risk of heart disease by up to 15%. But that's not all. Leafy greens are also packed with vitamin K, an essential nutrient for maintaining healthy, flexible arteries. Without enough vitamin K, calcium can start to build up in your blood vessels, leading to stiff, hardened arteries, a major risk factor for heart attacks. By eating more greens, you're essentially giving your arteries the support they need to stay clear and flexible. And here's another bonus. Leafy greens are full of antioxidants that help fight inflammation, one of the root causes of heart disease. Chronic inflammation puts stress on your arteries, making them more prone to damage. But the powerful compounds in greens help fight that damage before it leads to serious heart problems. So, if you're looking for a simple way to protect your heart, start by adding more leafy greens to your diet. Whether it's a spinach salad, sautéed kale, or a green smoothie, a daily dose of these heart-healthy veggies can make a huge difference. But if you think greens are impressive, wait until you hear about the next group of vegetables. They pack a heart-protecting punch that most people overlook. Number 2. Cruciferous vegetables and blood pressure. If leafy greens are the foundation of heart health, cruciferous vegetables are the reinforcements. You've probably heard that broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage are good for you. But what most people don't realize is just how powerful they are when it comes to protecting your heart and lowering blood pressure. One of their biggest advantages? Sulforaphane, a unique plant compound found in cruciferous veggies that has been shown to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the leading causes of heart disease. When inflammation runs unchecked, it damages blood vessels, making them more likely to collect plaque and eventually lead to clogged arteries. But sulforaphane helps keep that damage in check, giving your heart the protection it needs. Cruciferous vegetables are also high in fiber, which plays a crucial role in reducing cholesterol levels. The fiber in these vegetables helps remove excess LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol, before it has a chance to build up in your arteries. In fact, research shows that people who eat a high-fiber diet have a significantly lower risk of heart disease compared to those who don't. And let's not forget their blood pressure-lowering effects. Cruciferous vegetables are rich in potassium, a mineral that helps balance sodium levels in the body. Too much sodium causes your body to hold on to water, increasing blood pressure and putting extra strain on your heart. But potassium works to flush out excess sodium, keeping blood pressure levels in check. One study even found that people who consumed more potassium-rich foods had a 27% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who consumed less. With their unique combination of heart-protecting compounds, cholesterol-lowering fiber, and blood pressure-regulating minerals, cruciferous vegetables deserve a spot on your plate. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you hear about the next food group, because these tiny powerhouses can transform your heart health in ways most people don't expect. Number 3. Berries, nature's heart helpers. When people think about heart-healthy foods, they usually picture vegetables and whole grains. But berries, yes, those sweet, colorful fruits, are some of the most powerful weapons against heart disease. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries aren't just delicious. They're packed with antioxidants, fiber, and essential nutrients that directly improve cardiovascular health. One of their biggest benefits? Fighting oxidative stress and inflammation. Your heart and blood vessels are constantly under attack from free radicals, unstable molecules that cause damage over time. This damage can lead to hardened arteries, higher blood pressure, and an increased risk of heart attacks. But berries are loaded with anthocyanins, a type of antioxidant that protects blood vessels and reduces inflammation, keeping your arteries strong and flexible. Berries are also cholesterol fighters. High levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, can stick to artery walls and form dangerous plaques. But research has shown that the compounds in berries help reduce LDL oxidation, making it harder for cholesterol to clog your arteries. In one study, people who ate blueberries every day saw a 12 to 15% drop in LDL cholesterol levels, reducing their risk of heart disease. And let's talk about blood pressure. Berries contain a natural compound called nitric oxide, which helps blood vessels relax and widen. This allows blood to flow more easily, reducing strain on the heart and lowering blood pressure naturally. In fact, studies have found that people who eat berries regularly have a lower risk of high blood pressure and stroke. But here's what makes berries even more incredible. They're incredibly easy to add to your diet. Whether you toss them in a smoothie, sprinkle them over oatmeal, or eat them straight out of the container, you're giving your heart a powerful dose of protection with every bite. And if you think berries are impressive, just wait until you hear about the next heart-saving food. It's something people have been eating for thousands of years, but most still don't realize just how life-changing it can be. Number 4. Legumes, the heart's secret weapon. If you're looking for a simple, affordable way to protect your heart, legumes should be at the top of your grocery list. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas have been staples in heart-healthy diets for centuries, and modern science confirms why. Packed with fiber, plant-based protein, and essential minerals, these tiny powerhouses help lower cholesterol, regulate blood pressure, and improve overall heart function. One of the biggest reasons legumes are so effective? Their high fiber content. Soluble fiber, found abundantly in beans and lentils, acts like a sponge in your digestive system, soaking up excess LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, before it can enter your bloodstream. This process helps prevent plaque buildup in the arteries, lowering the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Studies have shown that people who eat legumes regularly reduce their LDL cholesterol by up to 10%, a significant drop for heart health. But legumes don't just fight cholesterol, they also help maintain healthy blood pressure. They're naturally low in sodium and high in potassium, which creates the perfect balance for keeping blood pressure in check. Potassium helps relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely, while magnesium, another key mineral in legumes, supports proper heart rhythm and muscle function. Research has found that people who eat legumes at least 4 times a week have a 22% lower risk of developing heart disease compared to those who eat them less frequently. Another huge advantage? They stabilize blood sugar levels. Blood sugar spikes and insulin resistance can increase inflammation and contribute to artery damage, raising the risk of heart disease. But legumes release energy slowly, preventing dangerous spikes and keeping inflammation under control. And the best part? Legumes are versatile and budget-friendly. Whether you add chickpeas to a salad, make a hearty lentil soup, or swap out meat for black beans and tacos, these tiny nutritional powerhouses are an easy way to strengthen your heart, without breaking the bank. But we're not done yet. Up next is a heart-protecting food group that many people think of as unhealthy. But when eaten the right way, it can actually lower your risk of heart disease dramatically. Number 5. The truth about healthy fats. Not all fats are bad. For decades, we've been told that fat is the enemy of heart health. But the truth is, not all fats are created equal, and the right ones can actually protect your heart rather than harm it. In fact, foods rich in healthy fats, like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, can help lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and prevent clogged arteries. Let's start with avocados, one of the most nutrient-dense heart-healthy foods on the planet. They're packed with monounsaturated fats, which have been proven to increase good cholesterol, HDL, and decrease bad cholesterol, LDL. One study found that people who ate just 1 avocado per day saw a drop in LDL cholesterol by up to 22%, a huge benefit for heart health. Then there's olive oil, the foundation of the Mediterranean diet, which is consistently ranked as one of the healthiest diets for heart disease prevention. Olive oil is loaded with polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and protect blood vessels. Research shows that people who consume extra virgin olive oil regularly have a 35% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who don't. Nuts and seeds are another powerhouse. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds are full of omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and prevent dangerous blood clots. In fact, studies suggest that eating a handful of nuts every day can cut your risk of heart disease by nearly 30%. And let's talk about fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fish are some of the best sources of omega-3s, which help lower triglycerides, stabilize heart rhythms, and prevent artery clogging plaque. If you're not a fan of fish, plant-based omega-3 sources like flax seeds and walnuts can still provide similar benefits. The key takeaway? Fat isn't the enemy. It's about choosing the right kind of fat. By swapping out unhealthy trans fats and processed oils for heart-boosting fats like avocados, olive oil, and nuts, you're giving your heart exactly what it needs to stay strong and resilient. And speaking of smart food choices, the next category is one that most people completely overlook, but it plays a huge role in keeping your heart strong and your arteries clear. Number 6. Whole grains, the heart's silent protector. When it comes to heart health, whole grains don't always get the attention they deserve. But make no mistake, foods like oats, brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat can make a huge difference in keeping your heart strong and your arteries clear. Unlike refined grains, which are stripped of their nutrients, whole grains are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and essential minerals that directly support cardiovascular health. One of the biggest benefits of whole grains? They help lower cholesterol. Whole grains are rich in soluble fiber, which acts like a sponge in your digestive system, trapping bad cholesterol, LDL, and removing it from your body before it can clog your arteries. In fact, studies have shown that eating just one bowl of oatmeal per day can reduce LDL cholesterol levels by up to 10%, significantly lowering your risk of heart disease. But that's not all. Whole grains are also incredible for blood pressure control. They contain magnesium and potassium, two minerals that help relax blood vessels and improve circulation. Research has found that people who consume whole grains regularly have lower blood pressure and a reduced risk of hypertension, one of the leading causes of heart attacks and strokes. And let's not forget blood sugar stability. Uncontrolled blood sugar spikes can lead to inflammation and damage to blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart disease. But whole grains release energy slowly, preventing sharp blood sugar spikes and keeping insulin levels stable. This makes them especially important for people with diabetes or those at risk of developing it. So, how can you add more whole grains to your diet? It's easier than you think. Swap out white rice for brown rice, choose whole wheat bread over white bread, and start your mornings with a bowl of fiber-rich oats. These simple changes can go a long way in protecting your heart and improving overall health. But here's the bottom line. No single food can prevent a heart attack on its own. It's about making consistent, heart-healthy choices every day. And when you combine whole grains with the other powerful foods we've talked about, you're building a solid foundation for a stronger, healthier heart. So now that you know what to eat, the only question is, which of these heart-saving foods will you add to your plate first? Protecting your heart isn't about drastic changes. It's about smart, consistent choices. Adding more leafy greens, berries, legumes, and whole grains can lower cholesterol, improve circulation, and reduce your risk of heart disease. Which one will you start eating more of? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more life-changing health tips.